Hey everybody, welcome to Bad Science Sunday, where we take a comedic approach to debunking bad science over the internet. And today we have with us Jillian. Woo! I love kazoos.
Who
And
doesn't?
the weasels are not here, the wily little bastards. They're off like
They got away.
sleeping. They're like sleeping or
Somebody
some
let them
shit.
out.
Or yeah, I think somebody may have let them out, and they're just like off running rampant, and it's like hurting cats, really. So Ember is way more reliable, so I just brought her over here. Ember, welcome on back.
Thank you.
Jillian, do you have an elevator pitch?
I'm Jillian. I am a writer for the Media Magpies website. I have so far done all of the videos, I think, that are on the Media Magpies YouTube page. And then when I'm invited on streams, especially if I don't have to do any work other than show up and talk, I show up and
Oh, that's
talk.
the best, right? All right, well, welcome back. Ember, do you want to do your elevator pitch? So you are what do you call it? Substitute weasels today.
I am. That's my thing. I am substitute weasels. Hello everyone. If you somehow forgot who I am, I'm Ember. I'm an intersex woman of transgender experience with a background in science and the arts who debunks a whole bunch of nonsense and advocates for human rights for all humans. Hello.
Hello, and hi everybody. I'm so glad you guys are all here. That you're choosing. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I remember when it was just me on a Sunday, and we were actually just talking about that. I think a few days ago in one of the group chats that Ember and I are in, and it was just like, "Is there a good day?" Because Tuesday seems really crowded now, and I'm like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. Sunday. Yeah, they're just. I don't know. There's
Sunday
Saturday
got
and
really crowded.
Sunday got
I, I
really
just
crowded.
I've been telling people for a couple of years now, stream when you can because you're not going to find a good time. So go with the time that
Look,
works
no,
for
I,
you.
I think apparently I took the good time and everybody was like, oh, look what Maya's doing. That's a great idea. Um, I don't know. For new streamers, I don't know. I wouldn't have it any other way because like now I have my core crowd, which is apparently the 30 of you. And thank you again. Love, lots of love, hearts. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like if I had to move it to a different day, I don't. I one feel bad asking people to choose between me and somebody that was already there. But also like as a new streamer, like especially for streamers, like the streamers that are asking are always under 1,000. And you're trying to gain people to give people a reason to choose you over somebody else. I don't know. My advice, not that anybody's asking, but it's my show, so I'm gonna say shit. My advice is always to start with maybe a really an unused time slot, and then once you get your core audience, like once they're just like, oh yeah, I am totally that guy, then you can maybe move to a time that is less inconvenient for you, if nothing else. But yeah, you want to try to, I don't know, hook people when they're looking for something to watch. But that aside, everybody's streaming. I don't think you have bad options right now. I'm just, you know, feeling myself. It's
We've
been a, I
done
don't know, it's been a really emotional day for me today. I don't know. You ever just woke up like that, lady? It's just like, oh God, life, damn. I guess I'm streaming.
I think we've
There
done
definitely
one
have been
stream.
days when I'm just like, I can't move. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not getting anything done. Let's
Yeah,
do a show.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, ladies. All right. Amber, you want to do the weasel thing?
I can indeed. So today we have we have one of these. As per usual. It's oh shit, that's the wrong window. Go away. There's windows in my way, folks. It's most unfortunate. This comes to us from a channel called Buddhism Wisdom with 672,000 subscribers, putting out 3 videos a day, entirely AI generated. You know you're going to love it.
Entirely AI generated, yeah.
So let's learn about the sinister truth behind why you can't remember your dreams.
Which is weird because like we do know why you can't remember your dreams, but I was trying to look because yeah, I wanted to preface like all this whole stream with this because I asked, and again, true, I did ask the AI, but like one of the things that it's pulling from is it's a Buddhism forum, which is a bunch of practitioners that are talking, sharing their experiences. And so what the AI generated is that while astral projection is a Western occult term, Buddhism acknowledges similar out of body phenomena. Advanced meditation can yield a mind made body or illusory body, and Tibetan Buddhism practices dream yoga and I'm so fucking this up. Phowa, Phowa, which is conscious transference. However, Buddhism views these abilities as a minor side effect or a distraction rather than the goal of enlightenment. So it these are things, so like there's super normal powers are considered not the goal, byproduct, not proof. That they're leading you away from enlightenment is what the gist of what I'm getting here, because they your ego can get caught up in the magic or whatever of it all, which doesn't get you in tune with I don't know. Not a Buddhist. If Buddhists want to yell at me in the chat, please do. This is not a cult, despite popular opinion. And this is not an echo chamber. If I don't know something, I take an L every shift. I mean, every shift, God, every stream. I love being wrong. I love that means I get to learn more, and I'm totally cool with that.
We
However,
love being wrong.
I think I want to normalize being wrong. I want people to see being wrong as a positive thing, and it's just like, wait, what? I didn't know that. Thank you. You helped me grow as a human, and
Being wrong is
I don't know
just
what's a
the next
better
step before
gift.
you learn.
Yeah. So, and I think honestly, being wrong is it's a great it's a great way to learn. I We've all had to sit in a classroom and read a book, right? And that's certainly one way to learn. But I think that that hit of kind of like the public embarrassment or the public shame was like, oh shit. I think there's something about that that captures your attention in a way where your mind is more readily like not able, but like it has your attention in a way that it's going to remember the scenario, and so you're going to remember the information. So like there's really nothing wrong with being wrong. I think there's more, and I think everybody here, I think we've seen it when people refuse to admit they're wrong, double down, and then attack others. Like that is wrong, and you should feel shame for that. So,
I have experienced none of that in the last week. I have not seen that happen at all.
For sure.
yeah, certainly in none of the chats that you mod.
None of the chats that I mod have involved people refusing to admit they could possibly be wrong.
I mean, we all deal with supremely rational people. It could just
Yes.
never happen. So there's a lot that could be said, but how about we get started?
Yes, let's go.
Feeling like you had an amazing dream, but within seconds, the dream vanished from your mind as if it had never existed. In today's video, we're going to reveal a disturbing and little-known truth about why you can't remember your dreams.
Oh, I know. Is it because like when your body goes into a sleep state, it just shuts down like most things? Like we'll say most things, but certainly like parts of I want to say it's in the hippocampus, like the part of the short-term memory that retains shit
Yeah.
is just not really like it it does shut down. Like it's inhibited. And so a lot of people get mad. A lot of people say, "Oh, I can't dream," which yeah, that's not a thing. More than likely, you are dreaming and don't remember. I'm sorry, Jillian, were you saying something?
Well, what I was going to say is also sometimes people remember their dreams.
It
Right.
does happen. Sometimes it gets through. Or if you're like me, like I'll remember as soon as I wake up. But after my first cup of coffee, it was just like I remember
Mm,
remembering something.
Well, that's exactly the phenomenon. Is
Hmm.
there's some neurologists who hypothesize that what you perceive of as dreams is bits and pieces that get lodged in your restarting conscious mind as you start to come out of sleep. But
Hmm.
what's actually happening is those are scraps and bits and pieces of what was being encoded into long-term memory while your consciousness was turned off. So you're
Yeah.
not actually dreaming, you just kind of snap assemble the semblance of a dream when you awaken. And that's an interesting idea.
That
it
I'm
is.
not going to say that it doesn't happen. I know for a fact that that's not the only thing that happens.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
right? Yeah, but no, I subscribe to that too because people, especially in the esoteric crowd, there's a meaning behind dreams that is huge, and I'm not going to say that that's wrong. I remember when I got a job back in 2013, I think. I applied for the job description. And then I got a new boss, and she was like, "Well, you're really good at recruitment, so we're going to make you a recruiter." And I'm like, I no, like I can't grow. I want to be in management, and but like I can't do that in the role that you put me in. And so I remember feeling like she put me into like a career suicide, and so my dreams for the next fortnight was someone trying to unalive me, right? Like every fucking night. I somebody was and in your dreams they always know exactly where you are. So
Mhm.
like there's just no respite. And finally I was just like, what does this mean? Like and I think I looked online at the time because you didn't get the AI things like you did now. Um, but I found something, it was like a dream journal online, and it was saying that, dreaming that, someone is trying to unalive you means that there's a part of yourself that you believe is dying. That or is being cut off or that you're being, and I'm like, oh yeah, my career. That would make total sense.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The hitman represented my boss, and I guess I represented my own career. And as soon as I read that, I stopped having the dreams. Not that anything in my life changed. Um, it was like a year before I could find another job, but like it was like once my mind was like, oh shit, the jig is up. It kind of, let go. So I'm not saying that there's no meaning behind dreams, and I still remember. I still remember. I think what do you call it? Nightmares are easier to remember too. Um,
Sometimes my kids have a really hard time remembering their nightmares. It's just I know I had a scary dream.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think that's also partially because they're young and they're not as good at handling that level of emotion.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's there actually did I so there are a fuck ton of theories about why we dream. And I okay, that my favorite, the one that I've always assumed was true is called the activation synthesis model, which is
Hmm.
a neurobiological theory of dreaming proposed by psychiatrist Allen Hobson, and Robert McCarley in 1977. It suggests that dreams do not stem from hidden unconscious or subconscious desires, but rather represent the cerebral cortex attempt to make sense of random neural impulses fired by the brainstem during REM sleep, which is a lot like what you were saying earlier, Ember. It's like you have all these, you go to sleep and then there's just things that kind of fire. And a lot of times your dreams, if you do remember them, they're things that are top of mind throughout the day or when you went to sleep. But it's just these fragments that kind of pop out, and then your mind. You think of it like what atheists believe that. Oh my God. the whole what do you call it when you die, the NDEs,
Oh yeah, yeah,
near
near
death
death.
experiences. Yeah, like so this is saying it's a lot like how we dreams are, how atheists think of NDEs, where it's just your mind just doing this kaleidoscope of shit, trying to make sense of everything, pulling it together. And sometimes it's really difficult to do that, you know. So you're at a theme park naked, and you know you're naked. Nobody else seems to notice that it's weird, but or like me, I have this reoccurring dream where I my high school was unaccredited. And so I have to go back to high school and pass all my classes so that it doesn't invalidate all of my other degrees, which is not a thing,
It's not
but
how that works.
it's not how it works. But I have a reoccurring dream where this happens, and I'm like this big ass adult that has to go back to high school
But
and pass all the classes again. And I'm like, this fucking sucks.
It's a nightmare.
I haven't watched the TV show yet, but in at least the movie of Inside Out, there's the
Hmm.
whole thing about, the dream is there to help Riley process
Hmm.
the enormously stressful day she's had.
Yeah,
That's its whole job.
that's one of the many theories. We don't know why we dream. A
No,
lot of people would love to know that.
brains are weird.
We know that we dream. We know that we need to dream. Um, but the why, and I really hate when people try to like take a science and try to figure out why. Like we're biological things just like everything else. And
It's to
um
prevent the things that happen when we don't dream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but just I mean answering why is just it's so difficult, and maybe there may be something that speaks to a why, but it's I can't remember who I was watching, but it was one of the science debate bros, um, and he was trying to figure out, well, why evolution? And the guy was explaining how evolution, like how it does what it does, and he's like, yeah, but it doesn't say why. And the science guy just kind of looked perplexed. He was like, well, why and how are the same question. And I'm like, you're talking to a Christian. It's just not. But like in his head, it just
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know, and I think it's kind of like the same thing with dreams. I mean, there's a biological reason that we need to dream, and I guess we can answer that as why we dream, but like you're not going to satisfy um, a lot of the super religious people who need this to be a message from the beyond.
We
Yeah.
need a purpose. It must be divine revelation of some sort.
Look, after all of my grandmothers died, well, each like not all of my grandmothers are dead, but the two that did, like they both definitely came back to me in a dream, like within a week,
When
to remind me that they love me. So
my most
you
common
don't, you
stress
can't
dream,
prove that that wasn't them.
my most common stress dream is my favorite uncle who died when I was in college, coming to tell me that he loves me and that everything's okay. Which I think is really sweet because if he can come back, that is absolutely the sort of thing he would do. Come and tell me that he loves me and everything's okay and that I don't have to be so stressed.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally him.
So,
Like
you
I don't,
know,
yeah, no, yeah, I agree. It's totally him. I'm not being facetious. That is kind of facetious. I
well, I mean, maybe it's just my brain knows that's what I
that that's
need,
what
and
you
maybe
needed
it
at the
is really
time.
him, and I will never be able to prove either way because we don't know anything about. We know very, very little about brains.
Hey,
Brains are very
there's like two
confusing.
people in my chat that swore that their cats came back and sat on their bed just to ease their pain while they were in a dream state, and I'm like, that is so sweet.
My cats tried to kill me.
Oh, well, those are evil cats. These were loving
Well,
cats.
in fairness, they were well. One of them was my grandmother's cat, and the other two were my mother's cats. Um, I was 7, 8 years old, something like that, and I was having this repeating dream about being shot in the chest and then dying
Oh,
over and over and over, and I couldn't breathe because was shot in the chest.
yeah,
And
yeah.
when I
Mhm.
finally managed to wake myself up, all three cats were on my chest. And remember, I'm like
Okay.
7 years
Whoa.
old, so like they're trying to smother me.
Oh, Jillian has a whiteboard. Does it have toasters?
I
Oh, okay. So, first of all, Kip was in Lil's chat earlier today. Totally derailed the whole goddamn stream, uh, because he has a new apartment and he has less counter space. He's an air
mhm.
fryer and is definitely against toasters now because they take up counter space. So he started a mutiny in the chat, and everybody had to get on team pro toaster or team anti toaster. Um, and God damn it, Kip, we're talking about dreams today.
For the record,
Hmm.
toasters are a critical ingredient to making garlic bread, and they make
Ooh.
sandwiches better.
So yeah, I have a air fryer toaster oven, like slash, yeah, it does both. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, I can confirm that that thing. I guess it's like a little convection oven. I don't know what the fuck it actually does. I know that it makes a mean sandwich.
I I make my garlic bread in the oven. Um, I don't use my toaster very much, but I also don't really have a proper air fryer. So,
All right, we're
I,
gonna talk about your picture here, Jillian.
right, yes. So
So what do you have here?
this is the conspiracy board that my son Zane and I made today. Um, it has some 3x5 index cards that we wrote on, and some bits of the junk mail that both Dapper and I got from AIG this week. Um,
So I see the weasels are connected to magnets,
yes,
and was it
and
Dapper?
yeah, the weasels are connected to magnets and Shakespeare because there's a line in
Shakespeare.
Hamlet about a
Oh,
crowd that is very like a weasel.
sure.
See,
Yeah.
and
Look,
Dapper.
I don't like the weasels not being connected to this dollar because he is a Nasha
Well,
shill, goddammit.
see, everything connects back to Ken Ham, and
Oh,
Ken Ham is connected to the dollar because Ken
uh-huh.
Ham is all about the grift.
Yes. That is also true. I see a Pokemon down here.
Yeah,
What?
that is Vulpix, which is Vishanti's favorite Pokemon, which already happened to be on my wall anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, we may as well throw
They
it
had
in there.
coloring sheets at the kids' therapy, and one of the kids had colored a Vulpix,
Oh,
so I
look,
stuck it on my wall.
Dapper is connected to the linguist. I love it.
Dapper's connected to Linguist.
Yeah, and if I ever see Dapper again, actually, I'll see Dapper this time yeah, this time next week, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna shake his little dinosaur necktie or collar, whatever. Yeah, the tie, and be like, God damn it, you dinosaur! I need a linguist tote bag.
and
Jillian
Linguist,
and I have decided that you have promised us that,
absolutely. Linguist is connected to Shakespeare, of
of
course.
course.
Um, and then it's hard to tell, but the small picture up in the corner is Ken Ham,
Uh huh.
and Ken Ham connects to Studio Ghibli because my children have taken to saying his name in the Ponyo voice.
Ha.
It's Ham!
Oh, that's awesome.
And then Ghibli connects to Disneyland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Disney for a while used to do distribution for Studio Ghibli. And Disneyland connects to Tally Hall because, according to my son, who's really into them, they did something for Disney. And then that connects to both my son, who's a big fan of theirs, and Erica, because she uses some of their music as her intro. And of course, Erica connects to the drawing of a gibbon that my son did,
Mm-hmm.
and the picture of a monkey that we found in one of his old Nat Geo for Kids magazines.
Okay, interesting.
And she connects to the picture of the dog, because
There's
she
a
has dogs.
dog.
And obviously, the dog connects to no books.
Oh, what else connects to no books?
Why, of course, that would be Dr. Kip No Books Davis
Oh
connects to
my
no
god.
books.
I did not see that coming.
It's
It
shocking.
stands to reason.
And then
Oh,
he,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, you have to, okay. You got to get up because this is directly behind you, right?
yes.
You got to do the thing. You got to do the.
The problem is my camera doesn't stretch far enough to get a good vision of it, but I will do that.
All right.
Let me
Well,
put
just
this
do
on my
two or
right.
do 2 or 3. Like, just connect the dots for 2 or 3. I know it's not going to go that far, but for science.
For
For
science.
science! We must do the memes.
Let me climb over my bed here.
As one does.
As one
As
does.
one
We're
does.
going on an adventure, fam.
So yeah, so up here we have Some Fish Can Change from Female to Male, which is
True.
a news magazine, which connects to the AIG Modern Marxism and Woke Injustice books, which connects to Ken Ham. We've got Milo Rossi, who's connected to Erica, because I'd love to see them do a collab.
That would be so cool.
That would be.
Vishanti connects to Jewish Space Laser.
Obviously.
Naturally.
Wait, but the weasels must connect to that too, right?
Yes. Well, the thing is too many of these things connected so that you wouldn't be able to see it because of the string, man.
Oh, okay.
But,
I think we're.
as we pointed out, I happen to know for a fact that the weasels use magnets with their lasers. Because the
That's
weasels told me that
suspicious.
themselves. So, but Kip and Vishanti and the weasels all also connect to Saturn, which is in there.
Saturn?
Stream on Saturday.
Ah, gotcha.
Saturn's Day. And it all comes back to Ken Ham, who comes back to the money.
Ta-da!
So that is my conspiracy board.
And now we know the truth.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm not sure what it is, but we know it.
Yes.
All right. So, I think we're
I
good.
actually ended up filming the second part of putting that together with my son going, I can't believe this all makes sense to me.
It actually does. But for $5.12, the Sinister Purpose says, "What's this about a life purpose?" Yeah, we are finding our life purpose today. That means that you have to find someone and be their emotional support purpose, or their what's that, spirit guides. Yeah, you can be a purpose, can be your
A
spirit
totem.
animal. Yeah, totem, spirit animal, that thing. All right, what you got, Ember?
Okay, let's see here. Right, we're learning why we can't remember our dreams. For starters, the sinister reason why we can't
Oh yeah,
remember.
yeah. It's the reason they don't want you to know.
You might think that forgetting dreams is normal, but Buddhist teachings show us a sinister and hidden truth behind this phenomenon. Get ready for a revelation that will change the way you see your dreams and, more importantly, how you understand your own mind and spirituality.
I do love how these AI videos are like introduction and then more introduction and then more introduction.
Yeah,
Like, we're about to tell you the thing.
we're gonna tell you. It's any minute now.
Stay tuned.
Probably at the end of this video. You don't want to miss it. Watch from start to finish. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. God.
Ay, ay, ay.
Imagine if those forgotten dreams were important messages from your subconscious.
Imagine if those dreams were important. It's like a voicemail from your own brain. If you don't check
Right.
your voicemail, how are you going to know what's in your voicemail? It could be important. It could be from your doctor, fam. Come on now.
See, and now I'm trying to picture a little old Asian lady looking for a patch of this stream she can stand in the middle of with her hands pressed together. Because it's little old Asian ladies about every 10 feet along this stream.
The whole stream is just little old ladies like stepping stones.
Because we've had at least 4 of them so far.
Yeah, I'm
Well, they're
thinking there's like a little
spiritual
old
little old ladies.
lady, yeah, little Tibetan lady template, and it's just like, hey, I, put her in this pose. Now put her in this pose. And it's just, God.
We
Um,
can get her
but
to do the Macarena.
I, but hey, Amber, look. It is Kelly. She's back. I haven't seen Kelly in ages.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
Kelly's back. 8 months as a cultist. Kelly says, hello, good people. Kelly, we've missed you. Welcome back.
Kelly has been working a lot,
Yes.
which is unfortunate. Late stage capitalism, it's coming for us all, folks.
I'm saying though.
It's the dollar.
The dollar.
Trying to alert you to something crucial in your life. Buddhism suggests that there is a spiritual and emotional block preventing you from accessing these valuable messages.
Oh,
In this
obviously.
I don't think that's true. I don't think. First of all, the term spiritual, it doesn't really jive with Buddhism. This is kind of like New Agey stuff, which
No shit.
shock to everyone, I know.
If I didn't have morals, I could be such a great New Age grifter.
Yeah.
Put me in a caftan and a statement necklace with big hoop earrings, I could make a fortune.
Many a time I have thought about, because many of us counter apologists can make the apologetic arguments better than most of the apologists.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, that should be easy money, and it's getting very tempting.
Right.
Oh, just a little voice changer, maybe a mask, maybe a VTuber thing, something like, I don't know. I'll workshop it later.
video, we will dive deep into the Buddhist teachings that explain why this happens and what you can do to change this reality.
We're going to dive deep in 20 minutes, folks.
At least this one's on the shore.
Until then, keep
The
watching the video because the longer the watch time, the more money I make. That's how that works.
It's true. The answer will surprise you. It's like the AI scripting LLM just went with like every freaking cliche clickbait thing it could think of.
Which probably would have been a better title for this video.
Yes.
So will surprise you and could be the key to unlocking a new level of self-awareness and balance. If you want to learn more about how to transform your life and help you remember your dreams, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit...
Remembering your dreams will... Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. So remembering your dreams will help you transform your... I remember a lot of my dreams. I don't recall my life being transformed positively. Was I doing it wrong? Is it all the blockages?
Well, we don't have counterfactuals, right? Because we don't know how your life would be if you didn't remember any of your dreams, like the person that was trying to diagnose spiritually in the video. Like, maybe it's good for memory. Maybe without that ability, your memory would be absolute garbage, and you'd be, working for Ken Ham or something. Who knows?
the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos.
Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos.
Yeah, but like mine. If you can't find mine, go find Ember's. Like, way better than getting notifications for this channel.
Ring all the bells. I mean, it's valid because while Bad Science Sunday has a generally predictable schedule, occasionally surprise videos pop up here. You never know.
Yeah, sometimes I get mad and go on ranting sprees. Who the fuck knows what'll happen next?
All of the videos on Media Magpies are surprise videos.
There you go. Oh yes, yeah. Also go like, subscribe, share Media Magpies.
All the The links are
Yeah.
everybody's links are in the
Yeah,
place.
everybody's links. The mods have been really good about posting them in the chat, but again, they're also in the box, so for your viewing pleasure. And since you're in the box, you may as well just hit the like button. You know,
It's
an
I mean,
odd
it's right
number of
there.
times.
Mhm.
Comment below, I want to unlock my dreams.
Oh, hey, if you're watching in the future, comment below.
boy, they do not
Oh,
miss a beat on this one, do they? They're going to
they
share their
gotta hit.
Patreon in about
It's an
10 minutes now.
LLM. It's gonna go through the whole program because it's a program. That's what it do. But instead of unlocking your dreams, leave a comment about your position on toasterness.
To share your commitment to better understanding your own mind. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together.
All right,
While
I'm
you're
ready.
asleep,
I
Yeah.
swear to God,
Let's
I thought they were going to tell you to subscribe to their Patreon for that.
we'll tell you the secret just as soon as you say join
Subscribe to the
membership. Why
Patreon.
not? Oh goodness. We're getting AI little old people next to each other now.
Oh, ooh.
Oh,
We're
it's,
upgrading.
it's a mirror effect. Look, we've got a line of symmetry
Yeah.
right down the center there.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Does that
you
come
probably
with
think your
the
body is just
does that come with the astral projection? Like the ability to duplicate reality?
It's a more of a Doctor Strange mirror universe sort of deal.
Ah, okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
probably.
resting, right? But what if I told you that your soul is doing something much more exciting?
Oh,
There is a phenomenon called astral projection.
Oh, there's the astral projection.
here we
With
go.
Uh,
Oh, and it's your soul now, not your spirit. Okay. Are those the
well,
same
that
right.
thing?
explains the sort of blurry rainbow stuff that's been in about half of these images.
Well, it's the aura because it's very spiritual and things. Now, one should
Right.
note astral projection is modern Age of Aquarius,
Mm,
Western woo-woo,
yes.
not
Hmm.
the thing that is in Buddhism.
No. No.
No, going back
Buddhists
thousands.
are, yeah, they seem to be on the same page about that. It's like we don't astral project. That's not really a thing.
Uh-huh.
They are very pro, as am I, very pro meditation. Um, it just that's not this.
Right. There are some groups who have an idea that you can create a temporary mental construct of yourself to go explore the world with, but it's not astral projection. There's no silver cord. It's not your soul is leaving your body. None of that shit.
Yeah, and that's
And
sorry. Go ahead.
oh, it's all good. It's all good.
No,
But
I
that
just thought
is
that it was
along the
really
lines.
interesting that she was talking about like the soul leaving the body. Like
Yeah.
that part is very new agey. And not a thing again, not a thing that you see in Buddhism, but I don't want to put myself as like a Buddhist master or anything like that. I when I've been very honest about like having meditated for a long time. There was a new age community center that I used to go to pre-COVID, that would do guided meditations that shut down during COVID. um, and so when I was going through my divorce, I felt like I needed the guided meditation because my mind, between like just the depression and my ADHD, I just couldn't focus. So I ended up going to a Buddhist temple, to get, and so like, which is really interesting. So like when you go to a church, you know, they do all the prayers and stuff, but like if you take out the prayers and they would then insert the meditation. So I found it to be very, a very calming place to be able to clear my mind. And you know, like I can't meditate in like a place that's like messy and I didn't feel like cleaning. So also like being there and like just, you know, their I don't know, they wouldn't call it a chapel, their main room, their prayer place. Yeah, it's very calming, very quiet, very guided, and it helped a lot. I did that for about a summer, and I felt like I was able to clear my mind enough to stay home. But I say all that to say, they don't believe this. I mean, I did listen to a couple of the things they said, and I was just like, okay, that's interesting. Wasn't this? I don't remember the soul leaving the body. I don't remember anything about astral projection. I don't even remember it being encouraged or tried. It was they were actually really interested in, because this is a very Christian, like Christian. It's not a Christian society, but like there's a lot of Christians in this society. So all non-Christian things get kind of pushed into uh, paganism and like New Age stuff. And since the New
Mm-hmm.
Agers borrow a lot from Eastern philosophies, they, get kind of temperamental about the separation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it gets messy in the minds of people who don't know there's a difference between any of these things, but Buddhism generally, and there's a bunch of different flavors, but
Yes.
generally, you've got your Four Noble Truths, which then, even in that, are just philosophical models to help you understand what you're driving towards. And the goal is mindfulness and keeping your attention in your body.
Yeah. Right.
where the soul can separate from the physical body and travel to other dimensions and realities.
Oh, now we're into other realities, even. This is neat.
Is that
So,
like dimensions?
who the fuck knows? There is an interesting bit in certain parts of Buddhist philosophy. I'm by no means an expert, but I studied the hell out of it when I was doing my religions degree.
Hmm.
And there's this idea that what is happening right now is you're remembering your life. You've already lived your life. This is the life flashing before your eyes part of your life. And so when you run into something that you just can't quite figure out, if you can't understand why something upsets you, or you can't figure out what your next move should be in life, or whatever, if you can focus enough, you can remember what you did because this is the past. And the weird thing about it is sometimes it seems to work.
I think that, yeah, I think people, I don't think there's one way for a person to be their best self, obviously. And a lot of ways, have, work better than others for different people. And I honestly, I don't know. I know that most of you are atheist, and good for you. If that's where you are, it's where you need to be. That's great. I don't care, honestly. And if there's something that's making you feel like you're the best version of yourself, I'm pro. Um, I don't like it when people try to put their beliefs on other people.
Yeah. I got no beef with atheists, despite what some people believe about me. It's only when you cross the border into being a jerk about non atheists that I push back. Because don't be a jerk.
Yeah, you know what?
It costs you $0 not to be a jerk.
That's sound advice. Or I think a lot of people here say don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Same general idea, but yes, although AIG is
A bag of
certifiably
dicks.
I do
Yeah.
a whole bag of them. Um, that's what they need the money for.
Yeah, whole bags of them. There you go. For $2, my infant's journey says, "Hail Maya, hail Ember, hail Jillian, and dream based woo." I don't know if we're hailing dream based woo, but dreams for sure, because they do help you become a normal person, I guess. We need those. We do know that. We just yeah. I don't know. Why is a weird question. But thank you, Journey. Everybody loves you.
Hmm.
Years ago, somebody had put together a new age inspirational poster generator. And the one of the ones that I have saved on my computer is it's just, like birds flying across an empty sky, and what it says on it is, in your dreams, what is eaten becomes uneaten.
Wait, I wanted to find this. We did a
Oh,
stream with Mark a few years ago where I was like just quoting from the New Age bullshit generator at him. He wasn't happy with me. Okay. So, all right. Sample mantras. Your vibration speaks louder than your words. Evolve quietly and let your energy shift the room.
Is,
The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself.
oh, solipsism. Oh no.
Right? Align the cosmic flow with infinite grace. I don't know what to do with any of
If
these quotes.
if your
Those
vibration
sure are
speaks
words.
louder,
I don't know why they're in that order.
if your vibration speaks louder than your words, it's probably on the way out, and you might need to go buy a new one.
You might have tinnitus.
Can't rule it out.
Yeah,
See a mechanic or something. Oh, a chakra person. Reiki practitioner.
Reiki.
there
Yeah,
you
one
go.
of them. Yeah.
Uh, Sapphire plushy sorceress light has been a cultist for 2 years. Oh my god! You know what? I'm giving you the card applause. That is amazing. You're so happy you've been here this entire time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody be more like Sapphire Light. Fucking goat.
Hell yeah.
Unlike a regular dream, where the images are merely creations of the subconscious, astral projection is a real experience of spiritual detachment.
It's real even.
Mm-hmm.
Real experience of spiritual They're all words.
Now I feel weird about this because I do not believe in woo woo at all.
Hmm.
But in the world of woo woo, that's not true either.
No, it's not.
Astral projection is like it's like a form of meditation. It's something you
Right,
have
yeah.
to like really focus your mind to do. It's not
Yes.
something that just happens when you're sleeping, you
No.
know?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah, it's not a spiritual detachment. You have to
spiritual
be really in
detachment,
tune with your spirit to be able to do it.
spiritual detachment is not necessarily a good thing.
It
Right,
sounds
yeah.
like the
It's
cause of death.
In fact,
well,
generally speaking, I'd say it's a bad thing.
I mean, okay, like even if we looked at it from like a mind wellness, like like all that, like it just there's no realm, where like a spiritual detachment would mean that you're like under duress.
Yeah,
Yeah, kinda. But do you think that's what happened to Vandy? Is he became spiritually detached and now he's like in the spiritual hospital getting his spirit reattached?
Weasels are unreliable.
it takes a very special kind of stitching to
Mhm.
reattach a spirit.
I you have to use extra silver thread probably. I don't know.
Um,
Oh, right, the
there's a
silver
special
cord.
rule
Like,
in
how do you reattach the silver cord? They say it can't be done.
They say it can't be broken either, but if you're trying to reattach it, clearly that's possible.
I, but for $2, my unfinished sock says, "Don't do conspiracy boards. Like and share instead."
I'm hurt. We
Wow.
spent minutes on that.
Minutes.
Shots fired. Jillian, are you just going to take that? Yes, yes, you are, because we love my unfinished sock. Moving on.
During this journey, you can visit extraordinary places, meet spiritual beings, and even access knowledge that is beyond the physical world.
Oh, God.
So that's
Okay,
like,
real quick. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead, Amber.
I was gonna say, is that the Akashic records? Is that a
Oh, yeah.
reference
You can
to?
astral project to those. Absolutely.
Sure. Why not?
Well, so, like, I don't. So, when we're talking about astral projection, the jury's out on what exactly it is. Some people say it is your soul or your spirit, which again are separate things, unless you came from a sect of Christianity, which believe they're the same. And so now, as a New Ager, they're the same. Um, but it's like it's going. the way I learned it, at least, it was going into a spiritual body and physically being in a different place. So you have your body, your spirit, your soul, like all that is in bed. You're taking a spiritual body separate and going to said place. And you would like, and then you're just walking around in that body with being able to see everything and, as you could, anything around you right now.
It's interesting how the spiritual bodies have eyeballs with identical limits to the physical eyeballs.
But like when they're saying you would have like, I guess, I mean, it's not an intuitive because it's different. You're not in your like your higher, like there's supposed to be your higher self, and a part of that comes in, goes beyond the veil into the life, and because the veil is closed, you can't remember. So going into your higher self is different. That's where you could access more than you would know in this life. This is like splitting off. And so you would leave the body knowing exactly everything you know right now. And I don't know where they're going with this, but like the way I learned it is just like, you would have access to more shit just because you would have access to more places. So like I can't just like up and travel to Tibet. It would take, I have to like I don't know, have a visa or something. I'd have to like go up a mountain. I might be kicked out. So like there are people who said that they went into the catacombs of the Vatican, right? And so these are you would want to astral project there because if you walk up to the Vatican, it's like I would like to see the catacombs, please. You're just getting kicked out.
Hmm.
Um, so this would allow you to bypass that whole process. And so like that's why you would want to. I don't know. Um, you don't have to. I guess you could just be too lazy. But
So,
to
Is
go
it
there.
kind of like VR then? You put on the headset and you're connected by
Ah.
the silver cord thing to the internet, and then you're remotely experiencing places. You're seeing what's going on there whenever the hell the recording you're watching was made.
Oh, you know what? Thank you, Ember. I did not know that Skeptic Haven raided us.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Skeptic Haven, thank you for the raid. So you're probably already caught up to speed on what we're talking about. We're teaching everyone how to astral project your way into prosperity, as one does.
The sinister truth why you can't remember your dreams. It's because of astral, some probably, maybe Ken Ham.
Spiritual dryness, yeah. It's like
Mhm.
cuneiform guy said.
Oh no, not the
That.
spiritual Somebody's been
oh
watching
god,
my supercut.
I was laughing so hard at Budget Scripture Saturday last
Last
night
night.
at the spiritual dryness that would somehow be cured with salt, which feels like the opposite of true.
Is it spiritual salt?
No, it's literal salt.
Okay.
It,
Sure, we use literal salt for magic reasons and all sorts of traditions. Why not?
absolutely, which
Sometimes
is why
people
I'm so.
put Yeah, and sometimes people put table salt in a scroll and then they draw over it and try to sell it for millions of dollars.
It's true. Ask Kip.
Sure, why not? But Tibet does have objectively the most magical salt.
Oh yes, yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, especially the pink Tibetan sea salt. My fave.
From the Tibetan Ocean.
And the most incredible thing is that this isn't just a theory. Thousands of people around
Oh,
She's not wrong. It isn't
it
even a theory.
it is not a theory. I will agree with that. Thousands of people around the world is not actually a very large number.
Well, I mean, technically, a million is just 1,000 thousands, so
Okay,
that is
sure.
thousands. I know we should
Sure.
consult him when we need to do math, but we're doing our best, folks.
The world vividly report their out-of-body experiences. These astral projections
Does them vividly reporting make the report more believable? Like, if
Yes.
they reported their experience less vividly, would that make it less true?
Yes. No, if it's a vivid dream, that means it's real. If it's not it's just a dreamy dream if it's not vivid.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm some kind of colorblind when it comes to dreams, but I don't know that there's no dimmer switch. There's no more vivid or less vivid. Like, my dreams are as vivid as reality all the time.
All the time.
Well, I think the real question is, do you see people's feet in your dreams?
Ooh.
If they're not wearing shoes and I have the correct angle, maybe, probably. Now that I think on it, I don't think I've ever seen anybody not wearing shoes in my dreams.
Interesting.
People say that, a person. He might be a cartoon caricature. Caricature? Can I never say
Why
that
not
word?
both?
Right? Yeah, it's a cartoon character. I'll go with that. Of an Egyptologist, and he believes that unless they were fashion designer, then
Really fashion-centric, yeah.
then they don't come back with feet or shoes. Yeah,
I've heard
they're
that
always
rumor.
shoeless. You only see them so far down. They're like, what, fuck feet. Floating is the way to go.
I mean, if you've ever had sore feet, obviously in the afterlife, if you cannot have sore feet, floating is definitely the way to go. Yeah,
Well, so
I'm
does that
down
mean
for that.
in the afterlife I won't have, body? Because I've had sore pretty much everything.
So you're just gonna do like the glowing ball of light thing?
Sounds good.
Sure. I'm looking forward to being multiple wheels covered in eyeballs, because that just sounds really fun.
Oh, there you go.
How are your kids going to be able to tell you apart from ball lightning?
Well, when I tell them to clean up their rooms.
Okay, no, I was like, all right, no, it's definitely mom.
Oh my. I mean, well, never mind. It could go either way. In your room, or bam.
Oh, real quick.
Mhm.
Marin for $5 says perhaps an eye shaman or shaman. I
Might
don't
be
know.
AI shaman.
AI shaman. Oh, I like it. Perhaps an AI shaman can retract your spiritual cord through soul retrieval. Soul retrieval is a thing. I know many people who've done it. It's supposed to retrieve memories that you've lost for healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does your soul make off with memories?
So, when you're traumatized, your body doesn't want you to have PTSD. So it just kind of slices off soul. And there's memories in it. So, you don't remember anything. You forget that it ever happened. And it just fucks off. And a shaman, you need a shaman. I'm pretty sure it has to be a shaman to go retrieve the soul, because it fucks off to another world.
I think
Okay.
the answer to how it does it has something to do with vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
I mean, that would be, yeah, it's like a tumor, right?
Yeah.
So tumors have really low vibrations, and that's how you know that you're cutting it all off. Or, PTSD soul. Same diff.
So, magnets.
Yes.
Or blame Jester, I suppose. That's always an option.
Hashtag blame Jester. All right. Well, what else is that? We're 2 minutes in. All right. This isn't an Ember and Mark stream. Let's go.
Hey, we're making good progress.
experiences are described as intensely real, with the person feeling as if they are fully conscious in another place. Imagine floating above your own body, seeing your room from a completely different angle, or even traveling to a distant location you've never seen before. Some people report encounters with beings of light who present themselves as spiritual guides.
So isn't it interesting that so many of these astral projections are so vastly different categories of experience? Sometimes you're traveling to the mountains of Mars or
Mhm.
South Africa or
Mhm.
whatever. And sometimes you're meeting a being of light, and sometimes you're just floating around your room noticing there's dust on the top shelves and you know, like
Mhm.
I mean, I just saw my room from a whole new angle. Didn't
okay.
have to astral project. I just stood on a chair.
Well, that's not. It's not like your room is in like the hills of Mars. You have to
You don't
astral
know.
project for that. Okay, this is true.
Mm,
But
bringing
actually,
powerful
oh
messages
wait, real
about the
quick.
yeah.
Saint Shlomo, I'm going to talk today. I swear. Set for $10. Actually, that's worth a shout out there. I like money. Money's fun. Sometimes I spend it on fun stuff doesn't really great. Um, Shlomo says, "Hey there, have some money." I will. Thank you. What was that? I'm looking forward to when this woman's kimono looks like an animated dead body because her kimono is the wrong way over. Oh no! Did the AI fuck up the wearing of the kimono? Where's leftover right is correct.
I think they've mostly. I haven't been paying attention
Picture of
because,
this bitch.
but I would
Is
not be
this
surprised if at least some of them are
supposed to
wrong.
be a kimono? Because like this is about Buddhism, right? I mean, yeah, there's Buddhists in Japan, but it's not like Buddhism is like, Tibet and northern India kind of area,
Oh,
you
so
know?
you're
I
saying
mean,
this
Buddhism
is
is
an IRL
broad in
picture of the
Asia.
bitch? Okay, okay.
Um,
Hmm.
it's very big
Hmm.
in a lot of places in Southeast Asia too.
Maybe.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
Hey, hey.
Myanmar has a Buddhist militaryocracy.
Totally possible.
yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just doesn't know how. She's so stupid she can't wear clothes.
Maybe they're spiritual clothes.
Totally possible. Maybe this is her taking a picture of a selfie in her spirit body.
Spirit selfies.
That'd be cool.
That's a hell of a bit. You know what? I'm as soon as the stream's over, I'm gonna write up a business plan.
It kind of reminds me. I don't know if you were here, like we were watching. I can't. Oh God, I can't remember what show that was, but there was a girl who was talking about you. Do you remember last year when everybody was, um, just positive that the rapture was happening in
Oh
September?
yeah.
Yeah. Um, there. Well, yeah, there was a girl. I think there were a couple, but there was one that I showed on here, and she was talking about how she was when she went to heaven, she was going to have her camera with her.
Yes, I remember her.
She was going to take selfies and report back on the rapture and everything that was going
She was
on in
gonna live
heaven.
stream from heaven.
Yeah. Hashtag
What
spirit
could
selfies.
possibly go wrong?
You're right. No, I agree with Miranda though. AI cannot distinguish between different Asian cultures.
No, no.
Not Western AI anyway. I mean, I imagine like
I mean, I have yet to see AI be able to distinguish between Western cultures. So,
I mean, it can't write. I don't even know what the hell Freepa Charit was supposed to be, but whatever that is, it can't write that. So,
no, it
you
certainly cannot.
know.
Okay.
That window in that still looked organic. That's what I mostly remember. That was a
Oh,
disturbing image. The Freepa image. Ugh.
What? It was iconic. Come on, man.
it's true. It was a
It was
cultural
iconic,
moment
but it
in
was
the
also
community.
gross.
All right, let's go.
life, purpose, and destiny. Others meet loved ones who have passed away, experiencing emotional reunions that challenge our understanding of life and death. Astral projection is more than just a nighttime adventure. It is a gateway to the unknown, a path to discovering new realities.
This
I just love AI scripting. It's not
oh man,
this, it's this.
Yeah.
the look on that face, that person's face was contemplating having a reunion with some of their dead relatives, and was not here for it.
I mean, there's nice reunions, and then there's I'm looking forward to making that son of a bitch pay for all eternity kind of reunions.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, valid.
But why doesn't everyone experience astral projection? And why does it seem to happen by chance?
And where is the rest of her body?
Oh my God. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. Um,
That
yeah.
that's bad even by AI standards.
Yeah. Yeah. On a positive note, Jester has been a cultist for 30 months. And
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
Jester's part of the cult. Jester says, I'll be ball lightning, so
As
thanks,
opposed to
Jester.
a spirit.
As opposed to like
Yeah.
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 Won't be telling my kids to clean their rooms.
I mean, the soft glow, that's a nice, Casper the Friendly Ghost kind of spiritual
Yeah.
manifestation. And then you've got the glowing ball of lightning, which is more of a I will smite thee kind of manifestation. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The truth is that for most people, astral projection happens spontaneously, without them having control over the phenomenon.
What?
However, there is an explanation for this. Our minds are so busy with daily stress, fear,
As long as
I
there's an explanation.
I would like to think that I would remember if I like traveled to an astral plane.
I don't think they're saying you wouldn't remember, because remember, the whole point of this is the sinister reason why you can't remember your dreams.
Uh-huh.
And so they're
Uh-huh.
teaching you about astral projection so you can remember dreams, I guess. But why people can't do it, like you can't consciously make yourself astral project, it only happens when you've been run over by an ambulance on the way to a bus or something,
But I mean,
because you're so overwhelmed with stress and capitalism.
capitalism is a stressor. I'll give them that.
That's true.
And it is overwhelming, sure. But like, it still feels like I would remember that. I mean, I understand the saying, "Oh, this is why I don't remember it," but it feels like I should, or I
Yeah.
would. And maybe that's not why I'm not remembering my dream. I mean, it feels like the body's ability to like not remember shit when you're asleep, or like shutting off the part of your brain that remembers shit while you're asleep, is more of a reason to not remember your dreams than that you astral projected to fuck off a stand.
Sounds fake.
That's how we found bin Laden, after all.
Oh yeah, don't most Americans, like 30% of Americans want to bomb?
Agrabah.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, they do. Can't trust them. They've got genies there.
We are the smart. I'm telling you. Moving on.
and worries that even when our soul tries to detach from the physical body, it is pulled back. Moreover, there is the fear of the unknown. Many people are frightened by the idea of leaving the physical body and experiencing something beyond tangible reality. This fear creates a blockage that prevents conscious projection.
So you're blocked up.
Oh.
Every time they say blockage, every single time, I am not thinking about a spiritual blockage. I am being a child.
It's a butt
You need a
plug.
spiritual laxative.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, so spiritual block means that we're back to frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
So you have low density frequency that's blocking you from moving. So in order to leave your body, you have to have light vibrations. Like, I'm not making this up. Shut up. I see that look in your eye, Amber.
So,
Don't you look at me with that tone of voice.
Anything.
so I think we all know that the first step is get salt.
Salt keeps out bad spirits.
Yes.
You want to put it in
means
the
it's one of the
four
crack-
corners of your room or house or area, and that will ensure that bad spirits stay away. As will sage.
But the
Sage and
species of
salt?
sage is
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
no, it's like Fort
right now
Knox.
because of white people.
White people. How do we get
White
over
people's
here?
spirituality is driving the species of sage that natives use to extinction.
Ah,
Because, of course, it is.
This is a classical European tradition. There was a medicinal plant around the turn of the 0th century, um, give or take a couple hundred years. Shoot, just from How to Rule an Asteroid did a video on it on one of her Extinct Explains, and so
Sylvia.
people can go check that out later because it's fucking nifty. But the
cool.
Romans became so obsessed with the medicinal uses of this plant, most of which were just placebo effects. But never mind that they literally drove it extinct.
But it was apparently effective birth control.
Maybe?
Well, they say that's why it was extinct. It was so effective that the woman just yeah.
Well, something was working for the birth rate in those days. That's what I know. It was more than just, infant mortality.
Okay.
Because we have census data.
However,
Because what now? Oh, the censuses.
Yeah.
Well, is the censuses recording all the people who died in the wars of conquest, or is it like just total population?
Well, yeah, because there are fewer children. So, like, in Rome itself, for example, during the area where they were using Sylvium, I think that's what it was.
That's the thing, yes.
Yes. During that era, people were actually having fewer children.
Because they were spending all their money on Sylvium.
Well, there you go.
You can't raise children in this economy when you can't even afford your Sylvium.
Uh, Dr. Kip Davis, who's written no books, celebrates 22 months as a cultist.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
All right. Thank you, No Books Davis. Please continue to enjoy your tappy weasels, your nitties, and vaginas. And your bingo cards.
And so many bingo
many
cards.
bingo cards.
Apparently, he's only playing with 11 today.
Only.
take
Are you,
him
feel,
easy.
are you not feeling well, Dr. Davis?
He's on vacation.
Oh, he does like to remind us. Lest we forget. Everyone, do not forget. Dr. Kip Davis, who's written no books, is on vacation. And everyone needs to know that every single time he enters the chat. That and that toasters are the devil or something.
So I don't know. That sounds like anti-toast propaganda to me. It's the atheism, isn't it? Because if you don't have toasters, you can't have proper toast, and without toast, you can never see the image of Jesus on toast.
There you go.
Oh my
You need the
God.
talking toaster from Red Dwarf.
Amber unlocked it.
At least we solved something tonight.
Oh yeah. You know what? Remind me at when we get to an hour and a half. There's some anti-apologist propaganda I want to unravel. I think you'll like it. It's fun.
Okay, that sounds fun.
by understanding and overcoming these blockages, it is possible to learn how to project the soul intentionally and exploratively. Have you ever had a sudden falling sensation during sleep that made you wake up startled? This is one of the most common signs.
If you can't remember your dreams, how would you know?
So, hey, actually, I did look up this because it has a name. And this is a lot of stuff that I remember learning. I learned back at my undergrad, and I'm like, we know this. I
Sleep
know we know
paralysis.
this. And she just won't do a Google search on the shit.
Sleep paralysis.
It's not okay. It's not sleep paralysis, which, although that is what the psychologists believe, the astral projection actually is. Like when people talk about that they're astral projecting, they think they're just talking about sleep paralysis many times. But oh my God, did I?
Redwood says a hypnagogic jerk.
Yes, that is it. The hypnic jerk, which is an involuntary muscle twitch. So brain, like your muscles, like kind of like decompress while you're sleeping,
Mhm.
and sometimes your body, like your nervous system, it's a reflex, and your body thinks like you're actually falling, and it responds thusly. And the same way it would if you're actually falling. It's like it's an
It's why we call
involuntary
it
response the
falling asleep.
brain does when it feels like you're in a certain situation. And she thinks that it's when your soul is trying to leave the body and your body is trying to jerk it back into your brain's trying to jerk the soul back into the body. Um, and it's just not
I
Sure.
mean, we can't prove it's not.
true. True. You know what? If you can't prove it's not, that means it's definitely astral projection.
That's how that works, yes.
That your soul was beginning to separate from the body and, feeling the scare, returned abruptly.
Oh
It's like your
no.
soul is
You know, the bardo is very cold. You step outside of your nice warm body with all its, thermal homeostatic equilibriums and so forth, and the metabolic heating processes. It's like a heating blanket, and you step out into the bardo and you're like, holy shit! And you go right back in. It's true.
saying, hey, you're not ready for this yet. But
I mean,
imagine
that's
being
what
able
I
to
feel every
control
time
this
this video
experience
starts.
and
Oh, Ember. There's some people that really want to derail the stream with Kip's pet project today. So, all right, yes, everyone. Today,
Maybe
Kip
so.
learned that air fryers make toast. He's very excited about it because he gets to preserve counter space. These are facts. We are all aware.
Fabulous. But since it's not an actual toaster, I'm sure you can get toast that way. You just have to like heat bread and make it even. It's like rebaked bread kind of thing, like refried
Yep.
beans, but with
Yeah.
bread, and that's fine. But since it's not a toaster, then you can't get toaster Jesus that way. Like you're just gonna get toast, and that's it.
An air fryer Jesus just doesn't sound as cool.
I
I'll
would
say
actually
it.
love to see air fryer Jesus.
So if anybody wants to talk about air fryer Jesus to Christian, let me know how that goes. Maybe screenshot it, DM me, please.
explore these incredible realms every night. Stay tuned because in the next few minutes of this video, we'll
We're a quarter of the way through, and we're still stay tuned because we're going to teach you the thing.
We are just keep watching the video. Keep watching. We're gonna give you the secret to turning lead into gold. Just keep watching so I can
And
get
even
all these
now.
feedbacks. Oh my god! I love the grift.
teach you how to start these spiritual journeys safely and consciously. If that's what you desire, keep watching and get ready to discover a
Oh
universe
my
of
god!
possibilities. If astral projection is real and our soul truly
If
leaves
is
the
doing
body during
so
sleep,
much work there.
Big if.
God.
you know, if 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 tooth fairies could grant wishes, then every toddler would be a millionaire or something.
why do most people not remember these incredible experiences? The answer might be closer than you think.
So are they saying that you do spiritually travel and you can't remember, or you need to learn from them how to spiritually travel and somehow that will help you remember your dreams? I'm not getting the pitch here.
Yes.
I think they're saying that remembering your dreams means that you're a better astral projector, but they're
I used to run the
wrong.
astral projector in grade school.
Yeah, yeah. Make like a little home planetarium thing, like the little sphere made out of paper mache, and you poke the little holes in it to match the constellations. Yeah.
Inside your own mind and in the environment around you. The first and most powerful
That's how much
blockage that
cares
prevents
about
you
this
from
video.
remembering the
What's that?
I said that's how much she cares about this video.
Oh, yes. She's very impressed with her. I mean, the fact that she has an extra finger to do that with is pretty impressive. Because, like, look, let's count them. One, two, three, four, five, plus a thumb.
Like, sometimes people have six fingers.
I mean,
She has
it's
six
true.
fingers on her
You
right
can
hand.
get an
Someone
extra
was
finger,
looking for her.
but
These spiritual journeys is the fear of the unknown. The human mind, by nature, fears what it cannot fully understand. When you start
does it? That, forgive me, that's my inner skeptic, but like it goes back to the thing with being wrong from the start of the show. It's
Mhm.
how people react to things. Do you
Mhm.
react defensively out of fear, or do you react with curiosity? Because it's the same thing with the unknown. Do you react out of fear, or do you react with curiosity?
to leave the body, even unconsciously, the sensation can be so unexpected and intense that your subconscious, in self-preservation, pulls you back and erases the memory of what just happened.
Oh
Aha!
my
Lucky.
God. It's like, no, yeah, and that's great. It's just like, no, I remember having, a hypnic jerk. Like, I wasn't trying to come out of my body. You just don't remember. You totally were. Your body erased the memory. Like, oh, come on, dude. Like, everybody has had this experience.
Well,
But maybe you just it's it's
I
like a kind of gaslighting, right? Like you
Yes.
totally did the thing, you just don't remember. How do you know?
and I can
How?
also remember some fairly traumatic things that happened while I was awake that
No.
my
Yeah.
brain is not protecting me from.
Brains are
But
so
no,
rude.
it's astral projecting that I have to be saved from.
But
Yes, astral projecting. That is the thing that you need to be protected from, because apparently they control your brain and stop you from remembering that. Even though you're awake, there's nothing wrong with the brain stopping you from remembering anything that happens as you're drifting off. But yeah, as details, as Ember
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
right. Minor details. Where I mean, if we're gonna make shit up, we may as well just make the whole thing up. But also, didn't that section just sound like one of Brentley's ads? Like if you want to have an experience so intense it draws you back into your body.
That's awesome.
Wow.
is a way to protect the consciousness from something that, at first glance, may seem disturbing. Have you ever woken up feeling like something profound happened while you were sleeping, but you can't remember what it was?
I had a dream once where I won the lottery.
Nice.
I don't often dream with myself in the dream. I'm usually like a third person observer of other events happening, and
Oh,
there's
cool.
probably reasons for that, but it's not important. But in this dream, I won the lottery, and
Mhm.
like my first reaction was my stress level just dropped because all of a sudden I could afford food forever now. And
Yeah,
I never have to
seriously.
worry about being homeless again. And like all those stresses of modern life just fucking evaporated. And then I spent like a big chunk of time like helping friends and working with charities, like meeting with charities to find the
Mhm.
best ways to be the most helpful and all this different stuff. And then I woke up and I was very sad.
Yes.
I'm
I
like,
love
why is
it.
real life so depressing?
Yeah.
No, I remember when I was little, I used to have a dream that my grandmother had like gold doubloons hidden in her closet. And when I went over to her house, she would let me play, like, kind of like a Scrooge McDuck. Just gonna play the gold. And I don't know, it was just kind of crazy. And I knew it was a dream, but it was like reoccurring, and I didn't know how to make it stop. It was just like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I found it annoying. And for whatever reason, I knew that like calling out my brain would make the dream stop. So I
Mm.
went to my grandma, like the next time I went to my grandma's house, it was like, Grandma, what happened to all your gold? And she was like, Gold? What gold? Wish I had a closet full of gold. What's wrong with this kid?
Seriously. One
Um,
of the dreams I had about my favorite uncle, I was in the dream, I was with my aunt, his wife, and my cousins. And I remember looking at him in the dream and saying, "But you're dead, right?" He's like, "Yeah. So?" "Oh, okay." We all just kind of went along with it.
yeah, no, I do want the chat to know that I'm not looking at everything, but I've looked at a couple of the dreams that you're putting in there. I love hearing
Mhm.
about people's dreams. I don't
I,
know.
I, I noticed Kip's earlier, and I don't know, Kip, maybe just everyone else is into it.
Nobody's into it, Kip. Put it away.
In his dreams, they could be. It's his dream.
All right, fine. I won't yuck his yum.
Does that bring us back to solipsism? Because like if everyone in your dream is just a manifestation of your own subconscious, your imagination, like
Ooh.
Hmm.
we know our brains can generate an entire reality with a whole population of fictional people, so why not real reality?
Well, there
Aside
you
from the
go.
fact that I have to wonder why I would do this to myself.
Yeah.
Right.
This feeling is a sign that your soul may have experienced something extraordinary, but your subconscious created a veil of forgetfulness to protect you. Additionally, there are spiritual blockages that we often do not notice. Influences of low vibration, such as stress,
Ah!
fear,
Oh,
There it is.
this.
Your frequency is diminished, friend.
How are you supposed to astral project to a higher plane if you're in this low vibrational density spirit body?
Is that what the crystals are for? Because the crystals have the higher vibrational
Yeah.
frequency, and
No,
so they
yeah.
serve sort of like a metronome. Like you have to
Yes.
attune your frequency to its, and you'll be
Yes.
in harmony with the
Yeah,
universe.
there are several
Holy
rocks that
shit!
can do
We're
that.
figuring this out.
Yeah. See, Amber, you're getting it.
We'll have spiritual balance in no time, folks.
or even the charged environment around us can create a fog that prevents the clear memory of these experiences. The energy accumulated in our bodies and surroundings acts as a weight, making it difficult for the spiritual elevation necessary for the soul to travel freely and
So the energy acts as mass,
Yes.
inhibiting your inertia,
Yes.
equals
So,
MC squared.
are are the wavery auras around all of the people in this video spiritual black holes?
No, so we're in a low vibration realm, di- dimension, or whatever. And so when you astral project, you have to have a less low density, like a less dense body to be able to travel, because all of the other realms are have higher vibrational energies or frequencies. I'm sorry, higher vibrational frequencies.
Right.
So you can't go into a realm if your vibration doesn't match its frequency. So you have to have a high frequency to match the frequency of the realm. And you can only go as high as um, your energetic frequency.
Okay,
Obviously.
that actually that's an interesting take because there's some theories of memory that it's a really complicated thing. But TLDR, you can only recall the memories that the encodons match your brainwave pattern. So, like
Ah,
if you're in an altered state of consciousness and you form a permanent memory while in that altered state, you can't recall that until you're in the same altered state of consciousness.
oh, I know what you're talking about. We did learn that in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are dreams that you can only remember while in a dreamlike state, which it's funny that I say that because now my brain is going to do the thing. Like, there's a lot of things like my people say that you can't do, and my brain's like, bull fucking shit. Like, somebody the other day
Challenge
was,
accepted.
yeah, yeah. It's like, don't tell me what to do. Like,
There's a Batman the Animated Series where they say that you can't read in your dreams, and that has always
yes.
bothered me because I can read in
Mhm.
my dreams.
I
Same.
didn't think I could until somebody told me that. And then for a solid fucking month, I was reading I was in airports looking for flights. I was looking for movies at the movie theater, like which one do you want? I was reading the phone book in my dreams. My brain was like, fuck you. Like I can do it
Weirdly,
all, bitch. I can do it all. And I'm
Kevin
like,
I
Conroy
wasn't
can't tell me what to do.
right.
Yeah, I wasn't even skeptical at the time, right? I
Right.
was the kind of kid that if I heard, the Joker say something, that's a good enough authority. He's right about everything, right? So the Joker says you can't remember stuff in or you can't read in your dreams. That's one of the signs you're in a dream.
Hmm.
And so I'm like in when I'm in a dream, I'm like, am I in a dream? And so I start trying to read stuff and I can. And I went rounds with my school therapist because he's like, well, you're just remembering having read. Like you see just squiggles on the wall and then your brain like replaces that memory of the thing. And
I'm
I'm like,
saying what
no.
I read in the dream.
No.
Like I'm reading it
I
to the
will note
person
it in the
next to
Mad
me.
Hatter
It's
episode.
not
Well, actually,
God.
but yes.
You know what, and this is just kind of like, if you want to believe that something is true, you just will. Like it's like people are telling you, it's like, no, it's just like, well, we don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
any.
like, the dream
And
doesn't
I get it. We
objectively
don't have
exist.
any, scientific data to back up what you're saying, so you're wrong. But I'm telling you, if you think that you can't read in your dreams, you're just fucking wrong. There are people who do it. I'm
It
not
is
saying
true that
everybody
you can't
does
read one
it.
of Dr. Pip's books in a dream.
That could be an interesting trick. But yeah, there's variations in dreaming. How one person does it doesn't mean that's how everybody does it. It's sort of like the mental visualization thing, the trick with the apple,
Mhm.
where if you visualize an apple, some people, get a black and white abstraction, and some people get a color image, and some people get a full three-dimensional rendering. And there's no wrong answer. It's just how your brain processes that kind of information. And there's similar things with all sorts of stuff, including
Yeah.
how you dream. It's
Yes.
just the way your brain's processing. You wanted to know when we're in an hour and a half, and we are.
Oh, we are. God damn it. I was having fun with that. But okay, fine. Uh, the jig is up, I guess. Guys, we're not actually going to teach you how to astral project today. Um, this
We've been
lady's full of,
deceived.
yeah, this woman's full of shit, and she just wants us to watch until the end of the video so she can get more money, because that's how you give people money. Like if you don't have money to give to, let's say, Ember or me, you just don't have the money. What you could do is just watch the stream from start to finish, and that not only gives us more money, like YouTube will pay us for you, for the courtesy if you haven't watched the video, and it will help other people find the video and for them to watch it too. So it really is a nifty little trick. Like if you're totally moneyless, you can like, subscribe, share. All of those help us get more money, and we love the monies. The monies. It's a we live in the capitalism, and it's not fun here.
Mhm.
They frown on hunting and gathering.
They do. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to. Because this is so. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a deep breath.
Just astrally project.
I'm
It'll
gonna
be fine.
astrally project to a plane where things make sense,
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna just kill everyone with stupidity.
Surprise! Plot twist.
Oh dear.
um, so I this is a clip that was sent to. I didn't send it to Paulogia, but Paulogia did get it, and I thought, because you and Mark do this a lot, where you look at idiots talk about shit, and then oh, you know what? I don't know. You guys might not be able to hear this. Can you hear this?
I got nothing.
He
Nothing.
and
Yeah.
Danny get his shirts from the same place.
Here. Um. Oh, here's what I'll do. But yeah, I'm really, I don't know. And Amber, I know that you're with me here, where I'm just tired of idiots calling themselves critical thinkers and they can't critically think themselves like out of an like you say open box. Like yeah, just through like just like very simple conversations.
The people, I understand why people have a problem with the concept of self ID when it comes to certain demographics, because they themselves use self ID for things that they are very much not, like critical thinkers, or sometimes allies, or also, or being a good Christian. Like,
Hmm.
fuck.
So
Ay, ay, ay.
okay, if I do this unlisted, you should be able to watch it, right?
Oh, speaking of
Probably.
Allies, Ember, I don't know if you saw, but
Behold the prettiness.
Yay! Oh, you know what? This is going to take 2 minutes to render. Render. Ember, do you have a video that you could maybe play
I
for us?
do, in fact, have a short ad we can switch to. Behold, I came
Behold!
prepared.
Yay!
In 2024, NASA researcher Rachel Lenz gave the world a flag made from NASA images for Pride Month. On January 20th, 2025, the incoming U.S. administration ordered that Artistic Union of Science and Civil Rights deleted. So I tracked down the original images it was made from, recreated it, and then added even more wonders of the cosmos to update the flag to the current, more inclusive form. On the anniversary of the inauguration, I released it. And it went viral several times. Now you can get a physical copy of that artwork as a full-sized flag or a large sticker, as well as space artworks of the other Pride flags: lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, intersex, ace, and new flags being added all the time. Get one for yourself or give them as gifts and celebrate Pride, celebrate science, celebrate resistance, and help support a creator fighting for human rights for all humans. Head to astralpride.com.
Yay!
yay!
Also, a way to help Ember. If you have money. Yeah.
Indeed, it is a very helpful thing,
I
and behold,
specifically, I'd been saying for a while I wanted a pride flag, and I specifically budgeted for this one.
Oh, that is
well, I'm so
awesome.
glad.
No, those are awesome. If I
I didn't
ever,
even know it was back there. Like all the stuff
I
with
didn't
the
even see
conspiracy
that.
board, I
I
didn't
love,
even realize.
But the thing is we have been hanging it where the conspiracy board is, but we have to have the conspiracy board up. So my son hung it on its end next to the conspiracy board, but there's not really room to show both.
aw. No, well, thank you for showing us. We love that, and I know Tommy is in the chat from the Humanity. He has an astral flag. It's been a really lean year for me, but that is as long as that site is still up, Ember. I top of my priorities of things to get with disposable income. God damn.
That's hard to come by these days. I get it. Yeah, I did. Some people may be aware there were issues while I was away at NanoCon. Like the site got bombed by a whole bunch of people filing fraudulent refund requests. And
Ugh.
the way that works is when if a person reports that the product they received is defective, then they get offered. Well, if the defect is in the design, if it's in the product itself, then the manufacturer replaces it. But if it's
Mhm.
in the design, like this flag has a whole bunch of there's white spots in the black stripe, for example. They're galaxies. They're supposed to be there because it's a space
Right.
photo. But the people were saying stuff like that. There's white spots in the black line. It's clearly a design flaw. So they get offered the choice between a refund or a replacement. And either one comes
Oh.
out of the creator's pocket. So instead of making $2 or $3 on a purchase, I end up paying 35 plus shipping.
Oh.
And so my earnings for last month went from $100 ish to negative several $100s. And the payout
Oh.
date it automatically goes through on the first while I was still in Nashville and couldn't do anything about any of this. And so
Right.
a negative payout went into my account, and now my bank account is overdrawn. And
Oh,
fuck. So the site got shut down. It just, yeah.
yeah.
But I spent a whole bunch of time like figuring out ways to keep that from happening again,
Hmm.
and working on some of the items. And so now the store is open again, but I'm not entirely sure it's actually working because I haven't had a single sale go through since.
Well, fingers crossed, and I've told a lot of my friends about it, and they have all loved your designs.
No,
I'm so
I love your designs. And so I think where I saw one for Brigwin. Oh, who wants to know if there may be a cosmic demi flag in the works soon?
maybe it's hard to say.
Um, so you have an ace flag, right?
Mhm.
Do you have an
There-
arrow flag?
I did design one. In fact, you know what? We can take a quick detour. This is what you pull up when you see astropride.com.
Hmm.
Now, there's flags and stickers. There's fewer flags because I had to put every single item back online one by one. I had to add a disclaimer to them saying that the images on the thing are from real NASA photos captured by real spacecraft and so forth. And so they
Hmm.
had to be manually re-added back. And so I only did it for the things that have had sales in the past 6 months. Like if
Hmm.
something has not sold at all,
Hmm.
I didn't
Hmm.
put in the time to bring it back online.
Okay,
But
fair.
we do have flags. So there's fewer flags than there were, but
Okay,
every design is still available in sticker form.
okay,
And there's 20 of them. We've got the I updated the pride flag again for the 6 month anniversary, but we've got the lesbian, gay, bisexual, pan because it's related to bisexual, trans, non-binary because that's a flavor of trans, gender queer because that's a flavor of non-binary, which is a flavor of trans, queer, and intersex, ace, arrow,
oh, you do have
the
both.
original flavor, the Gilbert Baker style, the second Gilbert Baker style. I know he did two of them, but say I love you. The one that people are used to seeing is the classical pride flag. Some
Hmm.
people just like it. I
Hmm.
Holly pride flag, the PTSD flag I designed by request, so that's not even just the space version. The whole flag is my design, and so
Very
Wow,
that's
nice.
fun. Disability pride flag, ally pride, no, queer space pirates.
love that flag. Seriously.
I
We
love it so
almost had
much.
to flip a coin between the one I got and the Queer Space Pirates.
I get that. This is the January design, the one that's mentioned in the ad,
Hmm.
and a nature version, which
Oh, cool.
Earth is part of the cosmos, but
Hmm.
also instead of NASA images, this is entirely my own photography. And
No way. That is
yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
All
So
right.
and, there's options, and of course there's the clothing as well. Um, it's there's a dress, a mask shirt, a femme shirt, and the hoodie. And the hoodie took so much work, folks. Getting
Okay.
There's a pocket in the front. It's a proper hoodie. You can't
Oh,
tell because it's so fucking perfectly aligned. It's so much work. So anyway, that's the whole thing. So that's what's available on astropride.com right now.
so all right.
Inside, who knows?
Inspiring philosophy gets a lot of love in the atheist sphere. I think you've done a couple of his debates, Ember, you and Mark.
Probably. I'm sure at least one.
Um, so I'm having an issue with his logic here, and I was hoping if maybe you could help me out, or maybe help me see the error of my ways. Um, you know.
Okay, so we're looking for logic from Mike Jones. This is definitely going to go well.
Did you see Paulo Gia's new response? Yes, I've not watched it yet. I saw that it was up. Actually, let me go look at that right now because I saw that it was up and I said, "This is ridiculous. Let's just have a debate."
All right,
Like,
so he saw it was up, and he was like, "Let's just have a debate." Like you haven't watched it. What do you debate? Like, he's just assuming that Paul is acting in bad faith? Or, like, what?
I think he's like, instead of me watching Paul's response and thinking about it and reasoning through whatever the argument is, why don't we just shout at each other in front of a crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, I saw Paul said something, and I could watch it, but I know it's just going to make me look bad because all the critiques do. So, like,
I'm not as familiar with him as a lot of you are, but he's the kind of person who feels to me like somebody who doesn't actually listen to the other person so much as wait for his turn to talk.
yeah,
And to watch a response video, he might actually have to listen.
yeah, and fuck that. There was, oh my god, he went on oh, what do you call it, Derek Mythvision, and talked about Paul with Derek, and it was interesting because I watched Paul's video and then I watched his response with Derek, and I'm like, you didn't mention a single thing that Paul said. Like, I mean, you just spent half an hour complaining that somebody didn't agree with you. Like, like, just, but like, and I'm not even sure why, because he didn't address any of the points that Paul made. It was wild.
It's interesting how that works. Like we see a lot of that from the Christian nationalists are sort of infamous for it, and unfortunately IP has been trying to move more into their circle since the podcaster guy at that one university. Which is a damn shame, because as much as I didn't care for IP's reasoning abilities or any of his arguments or any of that stuff, he went out of his way to call out nationalist Christianity as anti-Christian and anti-freedom, which was valid.
Yeah.
But then after the podcaster died, he did the whole I am Charlie Kirk, and now he's full on board with Project 2025, and fuck him.
God. Um, we're good news. Jester for $2 says Astro Pride is working. Thanks, Jester. I
Yeah.
hope that means that you bought like everything twice.
Oh
All
goodness.
right.
If any of us had I mean, it's not like the stuff is that expensive, but like all of it together, people have said, Ember, you need at least one of each so you can show them on stream. I'm like, how much money do you think I have? Because right now my bank account is negative, as I
Yeah,
just
seriously.
mentioned, you know?
Yeah, Ember has a cash app if you want to help her get out of the negative. Just
It's true.
IJS.
Like,
Yeah.
I would like to do a shout out to the three people who, because of what I went through on Wednesday, said, Jillian, let me contribute to your chocolate fund.
Aw.
But I also would like to say, if you're going to help any of us out, help Ember. The one in negative needs it most.
Oh, yeah. That's just objective facts.
Yeah.
Adventures. So I presume there's more to this clip?
Yeah, yeah. Keep going.
Oh, good.
So I posted below, and he responded. Let's see what he said here. The answer to that question is in the video. Should you decide to watch, which you're not obligated to, debates are performative, not arbiters of good faith conversation.
Wow.
Are you
Called it. We didn't even have to.
I love that Paul predicted the response, put it in the video, and said, if you'd watch the video, you'd know my answer. But I love that the second dude just fucks off.
Right. I believe that's Than, which is IP's secretary or whatever.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't know his whole crew anymore. I think I've seen that Than fellow in like one debate of his own, but I'm just
You know what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm not impressed.
So, credit where it's due. a few of our former friends reached out to when they were reaching out to the Christians when they decided that they were going to go on a Christian grift, reached out to IP. Um, IP said this looks shady as fuck. Just read the email, like could convince IP, which for the people that he did convince, just speaks very lowly of you, and you should feel shame. Than is the one that reached out to one of the people in our group and was just like, um, but there are atheists that are saying shit that looks like bullshit. Is there anything? Is there any there? And the person in our group said, "No, this is you are correct. This is bullshit," and they dropped it immediately. They didn't want anything to do with it, and so that was Than. That was I'll give them that.
Okay, that's valid. I mean, one's ability to critical think doesn't necessarily correlate with one's propensity to fall for additional conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, we're seeing that certainly live. But it also, I'm always talking about grifters, and they have a reason to maybe suspend critical thought, especially in the face of cold hard cash, which I believe is what IP is doing here. I do not believe he's an honest interlocutor. We're not going to go into like we just don't have time for that. But like everything about him, and I've been hearing about him for years and seeing him in action for years, and I am not convinced that he's an honest interlocutor, and this clip doesn't help.
Oh my.
Kidding me.
But maybe
Oh my gosh, let's just call it.
Before we assume, maybe he's saying he's inviting you to a good faith discussion instead of like a.
That is what
a
he's
debate.
saying.
That's a
Thank
debate.
You.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Than goes up 2 points in respect in very short order. That's pretty impressive.
That's a debate, bro. What are we talking? Are we not going to be like discussing oppositional topics? That is a debate.
That is not a
Matter of
debate.
fact, what's the definition of it?
It's not a debate.
This is debate bro brain. Like there is no discussion, only debate.
It's like Ember. I went strawberry ice cream. You went chocolate. Let's debate it out. Let's get the mud.
I don't watch debates very often because, frankly, life is too short. To watch two philosophy bros have a screaming match, there are so many other things I could be doing with my life,
Well, when Paul's not a philosophy bro.
No, I know, but a lot of the online debates.
Oh yeah, no, it's
two
hard
philosophy bros.
It's hard
And
for me to
even when
watch
it's
the debate
not-
bros anymore because I'm like, for me, I go immediately towards what's the end result? What are we hoping to gain here?
Like, with all the love in my heart for Dapper,
Mm-hmm.
I have never watched his debate with Kent Hovind because I just don't care. I know everything Kent Hovind is going to say. The only interesting and funny part of what Kent Hovind said is in Dapper's introduction anyway, where he doesn't know what a dinosaur is.
Well, yeah, and it's not. I've watched it. I remember when I remember when it premiered, and it's not. It's not a debate bro discussion. Like Dapper speaking to him was a lot like when Erica spoke with him. And they just honestly believe that if you could give him the facts that he would come around. And they went in really earnestly like that. And so Kent, he tried his debate bro stuff. It changed his style a bit. It wasn't quite whack and atheist, but you're not going to get anything new out of it. Like if you've watched a bunch of if you've watched a lot of the debates on evolution between creationists and I don't even want to say atheists because not all
Everyone else.
yeah anyone else really, Kent does the same thing he always does. Like it doesn't really change. He's, got the two brain cells up there competing for third. Um, there's I can't say that. By all means, go to Dad for Dinosaurs, watch whatever you want. Friend of the show. Me and
Mhm.
Jillian are mods. Highly stand by his work. But I mean, as far as the debate with Kent, he's very proud of it. I think he should be, but like, it's not. It's very much in line with many of the other debates slash conversations I've seen people have with Kent.
My favorite Kent moment of all time is always going to be when he nearly made Dr. Dan cry by giving his understanding of how DNA replication works.
Ooh, that had to be rough.
Oh, it's bad. He genuinely thinks that you inherit one strand of DNA from one parent and one strand of DNA from the other parent, and all your DNA is the two strands from each parent merged together into a single strand.
Why does he think that?
Well, because he's not very bright.
Oh, right, yeah, that should have been my go-to.
Um, and and poor Dan really firmly believes at first that he can convince Kent that he's wrong about this, which I don't know why. But eventually, even he just gives up. He's like, you know what? I can't. I can't begin to teach you what you need to know to even know why I think you're wrong. Much less to get you to agree that you are.
Fair enough. All right, let's see how he responds to this fair critique of Paul's actual words.
Sure.
Today, I'm kind of curious now.
Well, first of all,
We need
there's
to look
something
this up. Guys,
really
guys,
weird.
this definition needs to be on the back of a T-shirt. What is a debate? We need to look this up.
It's a great question.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
you're right. Yeah, it would be the same thing because I'm gonna push my case, and I'm not gonna be like going easy. Like we can have. I just had a good faith conversation with Rationality Rules when I was in London. It was a debate.
Yeah.
That's what debates
It's
have.
not, and it's just not the same
We-
thing.
It's really not.
Yeah. It's like saying an interview is a debate. Like
Right.
I'll have a person on my channel, I'll be like, "Hey, you did this controversial thing. Why did you do that? Do you think that was right?" "Oh, no, it's a debate now." "No, it's a fucking interview." you know?
I don't understand this thought process at all, really. Why? Like anytime, like when he goes to like the store and they're trying to, I mean, is it a debate, pancakes or waffles? Like I don't.
Oh, no, Kip's got a point. This clip does reveal a great deal about Mike's relationship with his spouse.
Oh
If
my.
everything's a debate,
Every difference is a debate.
yeah.
And that's my question when he's just like, he just said that anytime that you have a difference, like a difference of opinion, it just is a debate. And he does not, he's refusing. He's like, I'm going to go hard. Why? Poe's asking for, like, is that the love of Christ? Like, Poe's asking for a good faith discussion. That must mean that he thinks that they're talking past each other. And he's like, no, like, we fight at dawn.
How do you live like that?
For money.
I mean, okay.
Yes, I will only discuss when I am paid. Oh, we've heard some people say that before, haven't we? So when we're faced with a situation like this, where some people seem to think a word means one thing and other people seem to think a word means another thing, and holy shit, we've seen this a lot in the culture wars, I find it often useful to just go look. What does the word mean? And so we've got definition 1, a contention by words or arguments, which seems to be what Michael here is thinking. Anytime there's a contention with words, that's a debate. But then you've also got a regulated discussion of a proposition between two matched sides. such as like the formal discussion of a motion before a deliberative body according to the rules of parliamentary procedure, which is what most other people think of when they think of debate.
And
So, you
like,
know,
and the thing is, he doesn't want to debate. He wants to bicker.
Yeah.
mm,
Oh yeah.
I will fight you with words.
And not in a way that like really even props up his position, because he doesn't think through his positions. He wants to humiliate Paul, and that means he won. And then, you know, Paul's just like, there's no speaking to the sky. He never, you know, puts forth the olive branch again, and he gets to shit all over the chessboard and, you know, act like he won.
I would
Well,
rather
you know,
listen to my children fight over who ate the last popsicle.
but did you trigger the libs and make them crash out like a soy boy?
Oh god.
It's totes eat, yo.
Right.
We'll have call-in shows. People call in and debate us. Their conversations. This just seems like we're just. But the other thing,
That's an interesting point because Paul does occasionally co-host on like Skep Talk or The Line After Dark or something like that. You could actually call him in on a call-in show and talk to him then. You could do that if you really wanted.
I mean, you could. You could.
this is the other thing. We've been going back and forth with Paulogia for years on this issue.
I mean, yeah,
Have we
you've been
not
doing
been
video critiques, which, you know, I don't know. A lot of people like that, and I think they only go so far. When people go back and forth in video, all they're doing is talking past each other. I've been watching, or I was watching. There's oh, I forget her name, but she's trying to coin the phrase "spiritual atheist," and
Oh yes.
yeah, and I think it's valid. I can't steel man her position, but I too have seen a lot of what she's talking about, where like the debate bro shit is just turning people off, and they're like, well, if that's an atheist, that's not what I want to hitch my cart to. So that's not what I am. What else is there? There's a lot of people who have like these weird experiences, and that, you know, atheist will debate bro their, you know, them into like this kind of gaslit position where, well, have you considered not spiritual? There's a lot of things that just don't neatly fit in under science, and I personally think need room to grow so that we can. I don't personally believe in magic, but I think that the belief in magic has gotten us further in science to where we're just allowed to say, okay, there's this phenomena. You know, we don't have to suppress it. We don't have to pretend it doesn't exist. Let's just say, okay, there it is. It's happening. What is it? And then we can science it to death. That's fine. But like just saying no, it didn't happen, or, you know, you're crazy. That's not what this is. I don't think it's helpful personally.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what she. And again, I'm not trying to speak for her. She's not. Is it Britt Hartley? I think it's Britt Hartley. Thank you, Marin. Um, and yeah, so that which is great, because like I think that like listening to her makes for a better, maybe listening to her talk about what she means is way better than listening to me try to remember what I heard her say.
Right. 'Cause there's a whole other section to it as well. Like
Yeah.
there is stuff. We've got two different schools of thought on what you were talking about. There's the people who are like, there's more science doesn't know. That's how science grows, is by exploring what science doesn't know. And there's
Right.
the people going, no, if it's not within science, it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that sort of dogmatic assertion, that's religious thinking, even if you're
Yeah.
not in a religion. But the other component of the spiritual atheism is because she is saying there should be more than this debate. I'm right, you're right.
Yes.
She's saying religion has certain aspects to it that a lot of people find very useful for regulating their day or building community or this and that and the other. And she wants to take those. She wants to
Yes.
take the ritual. She wants to take the weekly meetings with your community members and you know, all the various trappings. Even the holidays. We deserve some damn holidays.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
All
not?
of the things. She's like, just take all of it and leave the fucking God behind.
Yeah. Um, I went caroling in high school with a friend and his high school choir, and my friend was atheist, and I was lapsed Catholic. I think is the best identifier for where I was at that point. Um, and we both agreed that the problem is secular Christmas songs all suck.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
The Catholics have all the best Christmas songs
I
Are there
love Christmas
secular
carols.
are there secular Christmas songs?
with like White Christmas and
Okay.
Silver Bells and all of
Okay,
those,
sure, sure. Okay.
and they're just not as good as like the good old fashioned medieval Catholic ones.
Dolcissimo ben mio. All the yes, I fucking love Christmas. My kids think it's weird. They're like, "You're not." I'm like, "It doesn't matter. The
Right.
Christmas carols are like when you go through a town and it's snowing and
Mm-hmm.
the street lights are on and all the Christmas lights are
Oh
up
yeah.
and there's three people with their little books and a little candle in a doorway and they're
Mm-hmm.
completely out of key with each other, but they're going through Silent Night. There's still something magical about it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, Miranda agrees with you, Jillian. It's like all the best songs are.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're a song. It's not, it's not worship. It's you can sing. It's fine.
And
Um, as a teen, I was like, all the best songs are secular. Sorry, not Christmas songs, just the songs.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
regular songs, sure.
yeah. So like it's like I'm not worshiping. It's just you can have the
yeah.
worship songs in church, and then for the guide, and then you could have your songs outside of there, and it doesn't have to be for the guide. You can just enjoy life. And yeah, and it's kind of like that mentality where it's just like I don't know, like, and I'm not trying to like I'm not um judging anyone, and for the people who say oh my gods or oh my goddess, like
Mm-hmm.
for me I never allowed myself to just say oh my god, like that was taboo. And when I'm like oh my god or thank god, or I understand that there are going to be some people in the crowd that take that weirdly, but like for me it's just like it's just an American slang term. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's a colloquialism.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
So
saying
like
holy shit. No one
yeah.
thinks there's actual literal shit around somewhere, you know?
And holy
Yeah.
actually. So I mean I don't know, like listening to that is kind of reminded me of like what Britt was saying, where it's just like there's this like debate bro culture where you have to be like all in, and it doesn't leave a lot of way for fair representation. Like we're a very diverse community,
Mm-hmm.
in thought really,
Yeah.
and from background, and not just because there's men and women and black and white, and but like even in like just being a white woman from like Mississippi versus being a white woman from um, Oregon, you're coming with different backgrounds
Yeah.
into the community, and it shapes that. And I don't know, I you don't have to go too far into IP. When he started saying that was kind of the conversation I wanted to have, and the thing I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
kind of broadcast. I want people to start thinking about the part of um, what they took from spirituality and brought with them into the atheist community, because I think it would make it I think it's making it harder for people to be able to connect. There's so much stuff that people don't feel like they can say, or can't express, or even critically think about,
Mm-hmm.
for fear of being attacked. And I think that we
Yeah.
need to allow people to express themselves freely. And I think we learn more about ourselves too. And I found that to be true when I ask a question. I'm like, well, what about this? And then it's just like, oh, where it's just like, oh, and the conversation may take a turn that it doesn't really fit my mentality, or like where I was going with it, but it
Mm-hmm.
opened up this like new thing in the chat, and so now I've gotten other people to kind of think about why they think what they think. And as a critical thinking cult leader, happy to sit back and allow the thoughts to flow. Because I fucking love that shit.
Well, and, I spend a lot of time um, uh, talking to Vishanti behind the scenes
Hmm.
about all of the both evangelicals and anti-theists who are saying theism, religion, whatever, when what they mean is a very narrow kind of Protestant Christianity.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And also, but it's like the thinking, the black and white thinking, where this is either right or it's wrong,
Hmm.
and I'm not allowed to think about, this aspect that I'm still wondering about, because that, like I think Ember was saying it earlier, it's like, that's not science. There's nothing in science, so it's nothing, and you can't believe it. And it's just like,
Mhm.
it's something. I experienced it. It's something.
It's Black
Yeah.
Swan. It's saying there's no black swans because I've never seen a black swan. So if you
Hmm.
think you saw a black swan, you're obviously just wrong because I just declared canonically there are no black swans.
Yeah.
Like that's just the black swan fallacy. It's just a circular justification, a
Yeah.
dogmatic assertion. It's all it's so frustrating because it's like you can be like, look, I mean, it's not a black swan, but we can pretend, right? I can be like, look, and they'd be
Indeed.
like, well, it must not be a swan then because I just
Yeah.
said there's no black swans.
Yes, that part. Yeah.
I had somebody, I think it was in Erica's chat, because of course it was, tell me that I should go on Aaron Ra's channel and debate with him about my reasons for being a theist.
What? Oh
And I
my.
was like,
You
but
should not.
I really don't want to.
No.
Like, even if I had reasons that I thought should convince anyone else, which I do not, let's be very clear, I wouldn't want to talk to Aaron about them. That doesn't sound like fun.
And yeah, it's God. Speaking of Kent Hovind, he was talking to it might have been AJ, it might have been Big Bad Mama. It's like one of those,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Well, why don't you have a conversation with Aaron?" And he said, "There's no reason for me to speak to Aaron or Matt Dillahunty. They've already decided that atheism is true,
Mhm.
and they're going to twist anything I say,
Mhm.
because it's not in line with their thinking." And I'm like, I don't know how you argue that. Like, um, I think they pivoted to a different topic, but I mean, and it's not, and I'm not, love Aaron, love Matt. I think that we need a bunch of different types of personalities because there's a bunch of different people in the community, and they're going to need to gravitate towards different types of personalities. And I think there's a place for all personalities, um, here.
Mhm.
So I'm not trying to shame them, say they're wrong, or that I'm
Mhm.
right. I think I'm right for certain people. I think they're right for other, and I'm wrong for other people. Like, it's just,
Mhm.
um,
Right. In fact, Matt himself has said something similar in days gone by that when he was noticing the debate bro culture growing in the atheosphere, he's like, listen, folks, I appreciate that a lot of people want to be like me or be better than me or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
You need to be yourself
yes,
because
Mhm.
for one thing, you can't be me. Like,
Yeah.
it's that law of
You don't have
identity.
to
You
do
just
that.
cannot do that. But also because when you talk to all the deconverted or the fallen away or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be, everybody's story is slightly different. What
yep,
Mhm.
reached a person, what set them free from the shackles of their fundamentalism or whatever the case may be, it's all slightly different experiences.
Yeah.
And so to help more people, we need more voices with more perspectives
Mhm.
because you don't know what's going to get through to the next person. Someone might respond to what I'm saying, but someone might respond to what Forrest is saying and not what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And someone might respond to what John Gleason is saying and not what Forrest is saying. Like, we need as many voices as we can to try to make a broader understanding for everyone, because ultimately that's what we're all trying to do, is build a
Yeah.
world where everyone is welcome.
And when I told somebody that I was a theist, they asked me to explain why or how I justify not believing in a flat earth because the Bible says that the earth is flat. I'm like, well, who said I was in a faith that accepted the Bible? And they were like, wait, what?
Right.
And then they tried to define theist in a way that only meant monotheist. Which, A, there are non Bible believing monotheists.
Yeah.
B, that's not what theist means.
No.
And C, there are Bible believing monotheists who don't believe the Bible literally, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was still a devout Catholic, I did not think everything in the Bible was literally true.
I don't think any like it. That's part of
against Catholic
Catholicism, isn't
doctrine.
it? Yeah.
The official stance of the Catholic Church is currently that, like, Genesis is allegory. You don't have to believe Genesis literally. Evolution is a thing, guys. Seriously, the Vatican has an observatory. Like,
Yeah,
there
and
are.
and it was really weird because I remember growing up Catholic and my when I left the Catholic Church and I went to a Black Baptist church,
Mhm,
and I was trying to explain. I want to say the story of Rahab with one of the newer pastors,
mhm.
and like using it to explain what I meant. And they were like, "What? That happened? Is that a true story, or was it a parable?" And I'm like, it just in my head. I didn't say it, but in my head, as a cat, as somebody like newly out of the Catholic Church,
Mhm.
I was like, it's a Bible story.
Like,
Wow.
I
yeah,
like, and then I'm like, I trying to figure out what he meant, and I'm like, I guess, um, like there just wasn't a difference for me, right?
yeah,
Sometimes in the Bible they spoke about parables, but that would be like for me, it was just like, okay, well, it's like me talking about this story right now. It's like, was that a true story? Or was it a parable? Like, it's a
yeah,
true story that Maya told a parable. What are you talking about?
yeah. No,
And like, and so like for me, like being a Catholic is just like, okay, there are words in the book that, and the Pope has said that we need to believe in this way, and it being true, like I don't know, it just never hit me as like it needs to be something that like we never got caught up in like 6 literal days or
no. But
how a worldwide flood or like I mean it was I believe it is the Catholic belief that there was a worldwide flood, but like it's not criteria to get to heaven.
I never believed in one. I don't know if it's the official stance of the church or not. So my mother is an 82-year-old cradle Catholic from an
Hmm.
Irish family,
Yeah.
and when I was a kid, our family had a membership to the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County, where we would regularly go with her mother. And there was never any, and remember, this contradicts the Bible when we're, looking at the dinosaur exhibit.
Hmm.
Because the Bible was the Bible and science was science, and you didn't have to get your science from the Bible.
Okay, so according to Catholic Answers, the Catholic Church does not have a strict dogmatic requirement to believe the flood of Noah was strictly worldwide or global. Catholics are free to interpret the flood as a massive regional or localized event that wiped out humanity as then known, or as a global catastrophe. Whatever. Yeah, so, like, no. Yeah, it
However,
was like I
Your
said.
own adventure.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think we took it as allegory. I don't even think I ever thought about it as a regional flood. I just thought about it as a Bible story.
Yeah, yeah. No, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they were just like there were things that were written in the Bible, and like the truthfulness of them wasn't the thing. It was again
Yeah.
like I was raised like in Catholic school, so we got religion classes, and this is what you believed, and then there
Mhm.
was the Bible that backed it up ostensibly. Like it
Yeah, no.
wasn't.
And the two strongest, I didn't go to Catholic school. I went to public school, but I
Hmm.
did go to Sunday school K through 8. And the two strongest memories I have of Catholic Sunday school are,
Hmm.
number one, a conversation in kindergarten with two or three of the other kids about whether or not Santa Claus was real,
Hmm.
Yes.
and B, the fact that we used those scented markers every time we colored. And so you could tell when a Sunday school class had colored because everybody had little colored dots on their noses from smelling the markers. Those are my Sunday school memories. I don't remember what they taught us was, and then in 4th grade they gave our entire class Bibles, but we didn't even really use them at that point.
I don't even know. Yeah, it wasn't even encouraged. So every Sunday you went to church and you had the little hymnals or whatever, like the,
Mythos.
and yeah, yeah, and you got those every week, and like just read this week, and we'll have something else for you to read next week.
Yeah,
Like, why do you need a book?
I
Like,
mean,
just
we have, my mom probably still has the big, like, giant thick red leather bound Bible,
yeah.
Oh,
No,
but
yeah, the
they
Catholic ones
those
have
are
extra
great
books, don't they?
decorations, right?
yeah. But when I was in 4th grade, all of the kids at the Sunday school and all of every year in 4th grade, all of the kids in the Sunday school and all of the kids at the Catholic school who were in 4th grade got Bibles.
Interesting. No, they
And
never gave us
they
the Bible
taught us
ever.
about the Apocrypha because we had to put our own tabs on them for all the chapters. And the tabs had a little special section for if you were using a Catholic Bible.
Yeah, and so
And
like what Noisenden is saying, it was just like I never was told that I had to believe the Bible literally. When I learned about creationists, I didn't get why there had to be a conflict between science and the Bible. Yeah, and I was floored. Like I had to come
yeah,
to the atheist community to figure out that there was creationist community, and then like I'm racking my brain, like why do you have to believe this? Like this,
yeah,
it's just weird that yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's the
know.
same as flat Earth, and for the same reason. It's saying the
yeah,
Bible has to be literally true, and as an entailment, the secular world, science, NASA, whoever, is lying to everyone. In fact, it has to be a conspiracy.
hmm
And that's how that happens.
Yeah,
And
it just
my father's father, my mother is from this Irish Catholic family. My father's father had been a Methodist minister. And I don't think they were biblical literalists either.
I don't think I've met a Methodist who's a literalist. Like I'm sure it takes all kinds in every community,
Right.
but like they tend to be a more chill, pragmatic crowd.
Yeah, I don't remember ever talking to them about, my dad's parents. I don't ever remember talking to them on the subject. But they also had a ton of kachinas in their house because my grandfather had been a minister on a Hopi reservation once. Um, and they lived in Arizona when I was a kid.
oh,
Um, and so they were very chill about other religions, just kind of generally.
so yeah, not that we're off topic, but it just kind of took this ADHD flow over here. Jillian, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing anything ever?
I we're just gonna sit here dazed now. No, I just today's article was Jane Curtin. Yesterday was an actor named Henry Jones, who is not Indiana Jones nor Henry Jones Sr., so that was fun to research.
Did he know his Greek though?
I don't know, I didn't find that on his Wikipedia page.
All right, so yeah, and that's at Media Magpies, right?
Yeah, it's on the Media Magpies website, not the YouTube channel, so it's just MediaMagpies.com. But there are some fun videos on um, the YouTube site, including an interview with friend of the channel, Dr. Kip Davis, and friend of the channel, Dr. Dan Stern Cardinal.
Awesome. Ember, you're up. Do the things.
The things. All right. So obviously, you saw moments ago. I Pride merch. I like produce actual physical things that you can buy and have, and this stickers and flags and clothing and all sorts of stuff. As for me here on the YouTubes, you can find me at Better Than Ember, and all my links on betterthanember.com. I'm an intersex woman of transgender experience who deals with all kinds of conspiracy theory, pseudoscience, and assorted bigotry and nonsense, fighting for human rights for all humans.
Yay. We love you for it. I'm really appreciative of you coming and doing the weasel thing, the Weasley Weasel thing. Everybody, just reminding you that I will not be here next week. I will be traveling, and we should be back in 2 weeks. Trying to get my guest to like give me a hard yes on that, but if not, it'll just be me and the weasels. So. Hope to see you back then. I want to thank you all. I know that there's been a lot of people out there tonight and a lot of sciencey shit out there. So I really appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us. And hope to see you back in another 2 weeks. Take care. And as always, fuck ICE. Abolish and prosecute. Bye.
Bye.